Welcome to Manifested Publishers.
Hello learners, my name is Stephen Kariungi and today we continue with our topic of discussion, and this is on genetics. So today we are going to discuss inheritance of ABO blood groups. When it comes to the blood groups, you find that we have 4 blood groups. We have blood group A, we have blood group B, blood group AB, and blood group O. Now, blood group A and B are as a result of the presence of gene A for blood group A and gene B for blood group B. Now, where there is the existence of the gene for blood group A together with the gene for blood group B, we get a blood group AB. We get a blood group AB. And therefore, we can say that the gene for blood group A and the gene for blood group B are codominant. They are codominant. Codominant means that they both express themselves if they are to come together. For example, this is the gene for A, this is the gene for B. When they come together, we get blood group AB. So we are saying that blood group A is as a result of gene A, which is responsible for antigen A. Antigens are written using capital letters. So a person has blood group A because of gene A. And that gene A is the one that causes the presence of antigen A. Then the same applies to blood group B, is as a result of gene B, which is responsible for antigen B. As again repeated, antigens are put in capital letters. Then we have blood group O is as a result of gene O. There is gene O, which is responsible for no antigens. Which is responsible for no antigens. So O means that it's like it's zero antigens. So when the gene O is there, then the blood group is O and means that there is 0 antigens. Now, when gene A and B occur together, we get blood group AB due to the presence of antigens A and B. So when there is gene A and B together, we get blood group AB, which is as a result of antigens A and B. So, or therefore, gene A and B are said to be codominant, which means equally dominant, which means that they are equally dominant, or both express themselves. Both express themselves in the trait. So codominant or codominance means that a situation whereby we have two genes that are both expressing themselves. They are equally dominant. It's like they have equal strength. So if you have blood group A, you have gene A. You have blood group B, you have gene B. When the two come together, you get blood group AB. So both gene A and gene B is expressing itself in the trait of the blood group. So in this case, we are saying that they are equally dominant or both express themselves in the trait. Now, however, gene O is recessive. Gene O is recessive and can only express itself. It can only express itself in the absence of either gene A or B. So the only time that O expresses itself is when the A and B are absent. Otherwise, if A is present, we get blood group A, even when O is there. When B is present, together with O, we get blood group B. So O can only express itself in the absence of either A and B. That's why we are saying that it's a recessive. It's a recessive gene. We'll summarize that as a table. So we have the blood group. Then we have the blood group is the same as the phenotype. So the blood group is the phenotype in this case. Then we have the genotype. Then we have the antigens. So we have blood group A. The genotype can either be AA, that is where we have the two genes or the two alleles for blood group A, or AO, because O is always recessive in the presence of A. So O cannot express itself here. So this person is blood group A heterozygous and A homozygous. So this person has antigen A. A person with blood group B, the genotype is BB or BO. Remember, O is recessive. The antigens present B. A person with blood group AB, which is codominant, equally dominant, the genotype is AB because there is the existence of both gene A and B. So the antigens A and B are present. So we have that table. Blood group O, that is phenotype O. Remember, the phenotype is the blood group as indicated. The genotype of O can only be OO. So where there is either A or B, we cannot have blood group O. And this one has no antigens. There is none of the antigens. So this is a summary of the ABO blood groups. Summary. So the next, we'll have an exercise on that. So we have two questions there, and we are told that a person has blood group AB. Then you are told to name the antigens that are present in that blood group. And B, explain why the person is a universal recipient. Explain why the person is a universal recipient. Number 2, distinguish between codominance that we have just learned and incomplete dominance learned earlier. So we are going to stop there. Until next time, goodbye.